hard about that? Huh? What's so hard? Everybody gets a piece of the pie. I mean, what's so hard, folks? Really, what is so hard? I don't know. Back in a moment. We'll talk more sports. Afternoon Locker Room presented by Gigahertz and only on the Arena Sports Network.
Have you heard the good news about a crazy dream based on the belief that positive breeds positive and that people want to read, hear, and watch stuff about good people? Have you heard the good news about a place you can go to enjoy positive, community-oriented information about the town, city, or region you live in and the people involved? Have you heard the good news about a place where you can celebrate what is right in the world, share it with your friends, family, and community, and neighbors at school, work, or place of worship, and have fun doing it? Well, there is such a place. That place is LaPorteCountyLife.com. LaPorteCountyLife.com is all about the positive, not the negative, bringing out the best and not the worst, and all about promoting positivity in your community. LaPorteCountyLife.com. Have you heard the good news?
You played the game with finesse. He didn't go around banging guys. He would pull through your legs and go out the other side. Great backhand passer. Did all the fundamental things that guys in that era did. But again, just so big, 6'4". Nobody was 6'4" in those days. He's like Chara. And Bella was a great offensive player, a great talent, great leader. As I mentioned, 10 Stanley Cup, 5 as a captain.
That's Barry Melrose of ESPN reflecting on the late, great John Boudeveau, who passed away on yesterday at the age of 83. He was the National Hockey League's first ever Conn Smythe Award winner as the playoff MVP, won 10 cups as a player with the Montreal Canadiens way back when they were just basically ruling the NHL in the 1960s and 1970s. He will definitely be missed. We'll take a look at the NHL in a little while as we continue here on our coverage of all things sports, well, basically all things sports. This is the Afternoon Locker Room presented by Gigahertz, and that's where we come in. I'm Alvin Washington. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for hanging out with yours truly. Give us a buzz, 573-200-6505. We would love to hear from you. We'll talk a little bit about conference championship games, in particular the Pac-12 championship is on the horizon. We'll also talk some college basketball, one particular game from last night we'll take a look at, and much, much more. Some headlines to get out at you. As we mentioned, the Cleveland Browns are sticking with Brian Hoyer. That announcement was made about 10 a.m. this morning, first reported by Fox Sports, then ESPN.com, and all other outlets that have followed suit. And this comes on the heels of Johnny Manziel getting a few snaps at the end of the 26-10 loss by the Browns against the Buffalo Bills. And a lot of speculation was going, will Johnny Manziel finally get a start this year? Why is Johnny Manziel possibly getting a start at the time when they're trying to get into this playoffs? Why disrupt the continuity with Brian Hoyer? Brian Billick, former head coach, made an interesting observation, putting Brian Hoyer in the same boat with Drew Stanning. Says, yep, they're all great quarterbacks as backups. There's a reason why they were backups. You kind of get the feeling that Brian Hoyer's production ceiling is starting to cave in on him a little bit. But we'll just have to see as the Browns get ready to do their thing later this week as they take on where'd they go? Oh, there they are. They'll host, as a matter of fact, the Indianapolis Colts. Now, if the Colts win, they would need a Houston Texans loss to clinch yet another AFC South championship. But the Texans are closing fast. And the way that J.J. Watt has been playing, ooh, good gracious alive. Woo! Now, getting back to Hoyer. Mike Pettin, the rookie coach of the Cleveland Browns, has his reasons of why he's sticking with Brian Hoyer.
The fact that he'd been in there, that he was a part of our success, and it wasn't perfect. He's made his share of mistakes, but he's gotten the lion's share of the reps in practice and virtually all of them in games, and has us in the thick of a playoff hunt. And that to me was probably the biggest determining factor.
That was Mike Pettin at a press conference earlier today, and boy, he is rolling the dice. He is really rolling the dice here because there's starting to be a loud talk now in regards to Johnny Manziel stepping into that spot to possibly lead the team to a playoff. If not for anything else, just try to get some decent reps going because, you know, all the talk around him about potentially taking over for Brian Hoyer, and then here comes Hoyer doing what he has done in leading the Browns to a 7-5 record. But I must say, things are not man. It's going to be interesting this week in Cleveland if Brian Hoyer loses again and the Browns fall back another game behind the Cincinnati Bengals. Another big story that has been happening this week, as a matter of fact, the boom came down today. Officials at the University of Alabama Birmingham have officially shut down the program effective the end of the academic year in June 2015. Boy, that ruffled some feathers in the room, especially this young man, Tristan Henderson, a 27-year-old, who did a tour of duty in Iraq before coming to the Blazers. And the Blazers chopping the program down. Tristan Henderson was like, really? You're hurting these kids behind this.
That's why I'm 27 years old. In a week, 27. It's 18-year-olds in here, 17-year-olds. What are they supposed to do? Some of these cats came from 3,000 miles away to play here, to be a part of this, to be a part of all of this. But you saying numbers? That's what you're telling us to say, numbers?
Wow. I mean, he was very passionate. He even brought up his 3-year-old son as a part of the proceedings. And, you know, he is one that is not liking these proceedings one bit. The very fact that, you know, he's not able to show his son one day that maybe he could get the opportunity to play football at UAB. Now that won't be able to happen, you know. And you hear about numbers crunching. He definitely debunked that one as well.
You telling me because the numbers didn't look right? Because the numbers didn't look right? And you go home, sleep in a comfortable, big-ass house?
Yeah, he lit into him. Now, is that going to change their minds? I doubt it. To the players' credit, they're going to play whatever bowl game they wind up playing in. They're 6-6. They are bowl eligible. But the shutdown of their program may eliminate them from being in Conference USA, where they had been, I would say, the last 6 years. I don't think this is the end of this controversy with the UAB Blazers football program being shut down, because as I understand, the son of the late Alabama football coaching legend Paul Bear Bryant, his namesake Paul Bryant Jr., is on the Alabama Board of Trustees, which runs the system. Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Montgomery, Huntsville, all over the state. A lot of people are saying that Paul Bryant Jr. might be one of the hands behind UAB not getting the funding that it needs to keep the football program afloat. I'm just wondering, really? You all are a part of a system, but you would rather keep a program in one of the biggest cities in the state off the field because Tuscaloosa is that much more important? Seriously? I don't think your father would like that, young man. I really don't. Because to me, that reeks of something else that I don't know. It just reeks of some things that are just not right. And if that is what I think that is, oh boy, nah, something is just not right about that, my man. So with that in mind, we'll go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we will take a look at what's been going on in the association and catch a few games here and there. But not only that, we'll also look into some of the big games that are making things happen across the country in college basketball as well. ACC Big Ten Challenge still going on tonight with some key games in that neck of the woods, Duke and Wisconsin being among them. So, folks, don't move. We got more of the Afternoon Locker Room coming up in a little bit. This is the Arena Sports Network.
For some, the American dream is a comfortable home with a brand new car. For most in this economy, it's been reduced to a 2-bedroom apartment with a vehicle well past its prime. Rest assured, General Insurance Services is ready to protect both versions of that dream. With many carriers to choose from, insurance for your home, car, or apartment is just a phone call away. Let our local independent insurance agents show you how. General Insurance Services in Michigan City, 800-766-4478.
Have you heard the good news about a company that started 4 years ago and worked at a relentless pace based entirely upon one simple premise? Have you heard the good news about a place you can go to enjoy positive, community-oriented information about the town, city, or region that you live in and the people involved? Have you heard the good news that you yourself can share stories about this same theme to others in your community? That place is LaPorteCountyLife.com. At LaPorteCountyLife.com, you can celebrate a company that had a crazy dream based on a belief that positive breeds positive and that people want to read, hear, and watch stuff about good people. At LaPorteCountyLife.com, you can go to a place to enjoy positive, community-oriented information about the town, city, or region that you live in and the people involved. Want to see more? Want to read more? Want to hear more? Then go to LaPorteCountyLife.com. Have you heard the good news? If you are in Northwest Indiana or near Michigan City, LaPorte, Hobart, Burns Harbor, Valparaiso, Chesterton, South Bend, or Portage, there is no comparison to the other dealers around town to Sowers Ford Lincoln in Michigan City. Get your best price on Ford trucks, Focus, F-150, Explorer, Escape, and Lincoln MKS, MKT, and more, as well as Fiesta, Fusion, Taurus, and Mustang. We welcome you to Sowers Ford Lincoln Dealership in Michigan City, Northwest Indiana's newest Ford Lincoln dealer. We place the highest emphasis on our customers. We offer new and used Ford and Lincoln vehicles, parts, service, and used cars, including Focus, Fiesta, and more. For more information, drop by 3930 Franklin in Michigan City, Indiana, or visit them online at SowersAuto.com. Sowers Ford Lincoln, Northwest Indiana's newest Ford Lincoln dealer.
At Strack & Van Til, we just made saving on groceries even easier with our new Building Blocks of Value. Just look for the new icons all around the store to find our weekly advertised specials, everyday smart buys, exclusive limited time offers, new lower prices, and even extra rewards. These bright, colorful icons are all about building honest, uncomplicated value, one block at a time, and giving you more ways to save every day. To learn more, visit ValueMeansMore.com today.
Looking for a reason to visit U.S. Tire and Auto in Gary, Indiana? Our customers gave us 5 of them. The high standards of quality service and parts, lifetime warranties, a strong business built on honesty and integrity. They've been servicing the Gary community since 1991 and the largest auto and light truck tire dealer in the city of Gary, Indiana. We have a variety of products and services that are instrumental to the health of your car, including our tire fitment guide to help you find the correct size tire